thousands at that price, which was an amazing value, an amazing value.
I'm thrilled that you got it. That's why I talked about it from the start of the show. It's congratulations. Stay right there. We're counting you in. So what a conundrum we have now. We still have 11 minutes left of the show, and that was our last item.
And I don't drink tea.
I've not made you my cup of tea yet, Jay. You'd love it if I made you a good Tetley tea.
No, in British people, they think the solution to everything is tea for some reason.
We take comfort in hot tea.
You know, is that why we threw the tea in the Boston Harbor? Is that why we did that?
Something like that, Jay.
I know it had something to do with that, but do you know my wife is like that? I mean, we could be having a major crisis and she makes me a cup of tea. You know,
the world is crumbling.
I'm bleeding to death here. Oh, I'll make you a cup of tea. It's like a time killer, but really, that's their solution to everything. And I say they, okay, not us. All right?
I have to tell you that I have managed, my wife, who is from Clearwater, Florida, she now loves TJ.
Okay.
I've managed to convert her onto the ways of English tea.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
What we're gonna do is, since we're sold out of virtually everything, we're gonna revisit something from the last hour. And I say my wife because this is the item from the show that my wife owns. She bought a few weeks ago. She's been wearing it for the past couple weeks. If you're watching the last hour, I won't bore you with the story again, but I'm very familiar with this necklace because I've been looking at it virtually every day for the past couple of weeks. It was our biggest selling item of the first hour, I believe. It is our multi-sapphire sterling beaded necklace. For those of you that know the quality of sapphire, for the prestige of sapphire, you'll know that this is unusual because it's different colors of sapphire. Jay rightly told us this is a journey around, it's like 80 days.
It's 5 different mines.
Right.
Okay, so it's 5 different mines. 4 of them are in Mozambique, and 1 of them is Malawi in Africa. And you know, what's amazing with this is really, if you think about it, you'd have to go to 5 individual different mines, buy their material. And what this was these are all the natural materials, and this is very important, okay, with sapphires. Now, I will tell you too, when you get these necklaces, there will be no 2 of them that are totally identical. Right. Now, are they gonna be sapphires in all the different colors? Absolutely. But you're not gonna have a blue one on the 3rd bead and a pink one on the 4th bead, and you know what I mean? It's gonna be just the multitude of sapphires. It's really the colors of sapphire, the story of sapphire, and this all came about by the fact that in a 3-year period, every one of these colors, every one of these mines, you have bought something at one time or another. Yeah. Or maybe you not personally, but you have seen it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's been in a Mine Find show that we put it in a product, and that's why this came about. Is because we buy these by the lot. Okay, and I don't buy mine run. I buy select. So you buy the rough. We cut the project we're cutting. You always buy more rough than you're gonna need for the project. You always do, you have to. And then because of sizing, and I'm not gonna bore you with all the details, but it's just the reality of it. So what happens is at the end of the run, after you've made that particular item, you always have material left over. And that's why you're actually getting to experience this, and that's why you're getting to see it. Gorgeous. It's just a really unusual, unique position that we happen to find ourselves in. I wish I would have come up with this idea, but to tell you the truth, I'd like to tell you that I looked at this and my whole comment was, oh God, I can't believe we end up like this. And we got all this money tied up, and these are beautiful sapphires, and we don't have enough to do a project. Right. I can't believe it. And then somebody says, well, why don't you do just the colors of sapphire?
It's perfect.
See, and so I thought, oh yeah, that's a great idea. So I pitched it as my idea.
Of course, yeah. Genius.
That person who came in when I pitched it, he said, wait a minute, that's my idea. And I said, yeah, well, it was, you know.
Not anymore.
Maybe it was your idea.
You were thinking it first, Jay, right?
Yeah, I thought about it before. But what a cool idea if you think about it. And like you said, it's something that's just, you're gonna find yourself wearing it.
Yes, yes.
You know, it's not, you know, that's the thing with jewelry too, I find, is that, you know, and I have pieces too.
Yeah.
That that I have most of them is, I make most of the stuff I make for myself, right? My watches I buy, everything else I build for myself. But I do have a lot of friends that actually, as gifts, have given me things or made, they're very talented artists. And a lot of them, the only time I wear them is when I'm going to see them or something.
Right.
And I put it on because otherwise, you know, and they always go, oh, it looks, a lot of rings.
Yeah.
They go, oh, like I have this beautiful jade, I have a diamond ring. I have a lot of different rings that I only wear when I go see that particular miner. And, but the thing is, this is something that you're always constantly, it's just not going to sit there in your jewelry box.
Yes.
It's a great standalone piece, right? Multicolored, so it matches about anything you wear. But what's really cool is they're great layering pieces too.
Yeah.
So you can always dress up. If you've got pendants, this is a perfect thing where you can put pendants on it. You can even think about all the different pendants, the different colors you could wear with this, right? Even turquoise would look great with this. Lapis would look good with this. Anything you've got. So it's something that's going to be kind of like a base piece, but it's also a standalone piece.
I think for so many of us though, and the reason Chelsea bought it, my wife, was because she's always, like her mom, has a beautiful sapphire piece, a necklace that she's worn for many, many, many years. So the prestige and the allure of sapphire is always there. We know it's the stuff of royalty. We know it's one of the big 3 or 4, the sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and diamonds. But to be able to own something that's out of the ordinary, colors of sapphire, 5 different stories are held within this necklace. You know, you're looking at something that nobody else has. Nobody else will ever have.
You brought up a really good point too, Adam, there, and you would know about this because, obviously you've been to Europe quite a bit, right? You've hung around.
I've been there a little while.
A little while. So, in fact, like the crown jewels. What do you see in the crown jewels?
Sapphire.
Do you know what? More predominant than diamond.
Yeah.
Diamonds really weren't even, most people don't know this, but Adam does. If you go to see the royal jewels and everything,
Tower of London.
what do you see? You see sapphire, you even see lapis, you see emerald. Very little of it is diamonds. Diamonds weren't a big thing back then. Actually, sapphires were, especially the color purple, dark, that was a royal color, and that was royalty. If you look at a lot of the crown jewels and everything, sapphire's huge.
Yes,
it's huge.
yes.
It's really it's one of the, I don't say the predominant stone, but I think it's one of the predominant materials.
Well, it's just something that is regarded as the highest of the high end. But for somebody that wants something really original, you've got the blue, of course, we've got blue sapphire in here, but look closer and you'll see the story. One of the things that's important, every light gives off a different setting, as it were, so you see something different, whether you're outside, candlelight, in here, the studio. Jay, even the faceting really gives it that burst.
You know what, it makes it, and that's why I do it, it actually adds that bling to what Mother Nature's already done. It's the best way to finish sapphire, in my personal, humble opinion. If you can see these, and just like Adam's saying here, right, look at all the different colors. So it's the colors of sapphire. These are all the natural colors. There's no enhancement process to these. They're all cut right from the natural rough. We hand cut each individual one, all hand faceted. But every one of them is going to be really an individual piece, uniquely different in their own right. They all come with the 2 3/4 inch extender chains, which is cool. If you've never bought any of our necklaces, you can graduate that 1/4 inch at a time.
Which is wonderful.
Right, isn't that cool? And and there again, and bless our viewers. Do you know that I was 3 years into my career here?
Go on.
I bet it'll be 24 years in October, which is kind of amazing. My kids were in grade school, and now my kids are having kids.
Scary.
Yeah, it really, my kids are having kids now. They were in grade school when they were doing it, when we actually came up with this, and viewers said, we used to use lobster claws. And they said, Jay, we love your designs, but we have I'm getting older, I'm having trouble, putting the lobster claws. Can you come up with something else? We came up with this, and so now this is a mainstay, finding it for over 20 years in our line. My mom has converted every necklace I ever gave her, and she's got a few, into this because it's so simple.
It's a beloved.
It really is simple. I don't know of anybody else that's really caught on to it that's doing it, thank goodness. But what's great is it allows you that adjustability to really make it very user-wear friendly, and they're simple to put on and put up. You don't have to put them around front or anything like that. You can just pop them off. You've seen a lot, the host here, they put on their necklace, take them all the time, and they don't have to have actually somebody come and do it for them.
Jay, you're back this afternoon.
I'm back 9 to 11. 9 to 11. Yeah, it's always fun, Adam. I love working with you, man.
Thank you,
Sincerely, thank you. Hey, thank you, everybody. Made the show so wonderful. What a great experience.
We love the fact that you stayed, you watched, and you shot for something special. On the way next, we're going to be singing, we're going to be dancing with our amazing today's special from